These two homemade fertilizers work wonders for petunias. Thanks to them, the flowers will grow lush and full, turning your surfinia into the true queen of the balcony. The ingredients are usually already at home, and the preparation is quick and simple. First, prepare used coffee grounds, which are rich in nitrogen and minerals that support leaf growth and abundant blooming. Add 1 tablespoon of coffee grounds into a glass and pour boiled water over them. Leave the mixture until it cools completely. Next, prepare a larger container and a strainer lined with cloth or gauze. Slowly pour the mixture through the strainer to separate the liquid from the coffee grounds. Pour the finished liquid into a bottle and dilute it with a little more water. This homemade fertilizer works perfectly for watering petunias and supports healthy growth and intense blooming. Next, prepare a banana, which is a natural source of potassium and phosphorus that helps strengthen the roots and promote heavy flowering. Peel the banana and cut it into smaller pieces. Place the pieces into a jar and pour water over them. Close the jar tightly and leave the mixture for 24 hours so the nutrients can infuse into the water. After that, strain the liquid and pour it into a clean jar or bottle. This way, you'll have 2 homemade fertilizers that are perfect for caring for petunias. Water the plants once a day, preferably in the morning or evening. In winter, I store my geraniums in a cardboard box. It's a reliable way to keep them alive until spring, and it works even for weaker cuttings. Before the first frost, take the plants out of their pots or boxes and carefully clean the roots of any remaining soil. Remove all faded flowers, young shoots, and any dry leaves. Once the roots are completely clean, prepare a plain cardboard box and place the geraniums inside with the roots facing upward. You can easily fit several plants in one box. Close the box, but never seal it. Geraniums need air circulation. And here's an important tip: don't water them during winter, because moisture could cause the roots to rot. Keep the box in a cool, dark place where the temperature stays between the low 40s and low 50s Fahrenheit, ideally in a basement or a cool cupboard. Just make sure the box is not exposed to direct sunlight. Even if the leaves fall off, don't worry. It's perfectly normal. At the end of winter or early spring, give the plants a good trim to encourage new, strong shoots. Once replanted in soil, they'll recover quickly and bloom more beautifully than ever. Winterize your chrysanthemums from the garden and reuse them next year. Instead of throwing them away, try this simple method to help them survive the winter and continue to amaze. The method is easy, cost-effective, and doesn't require much time. In late autumn, many people keep chrysanthemums in pots in their garden or in front of their house, but once frost arrives, these beautiful plants often end up in the trash. Not many know that they can easily be saved. With just a little effort, you can overwinter them and enjoy their blooms again the following year. Before the first frost, bring the potted chrysanthemums from the garden or from in front of your home indoors to increase their chances of surviving. Cut the plants down to about 10-15 centimeters above the soil, leaving the roots and part of the stems dot. Then prepare a box, line it with a plastic bag, and place the pot inside. Seal the box tightly and store it in a cool, dark place, such as a garage or cellar. In March, you can start waking up your chrysanthemums. Move them to a brighter and warmer spot, but don't put them outside yet. Frosts can still occur until May. Once the weather stabilizes, place them back in the garden or in front of your home. Use this trick, and you'll enjoy beautiful chrysanthemums for years to come. Put chives into a jar. They will stay fresh for many weeks. Prepare a jar lid and a smaller container. Place the jar on the lid and fill it halfway with water. Take a large jar with the chives and place it on the lid so the ends of the stems are submerged in the container with water. You can store other herbs this way as well, even for up to 4 weeks. Enjoy fresh herbs without wasting them. This is how I store green onions for up to a year. It's easier than you think. Even green onion prices keep going up in stores, so it's worth stocking up and not worrying about price hikes. This method is perfect for people who don't have much time. First, wash the green onions thoroughly. Place them in a large bowl and add water with baking soda. The baking soda helps remove dirt and keeps them fresh longer. Let them soak for about 10 minutes. After that, rinse and dry them well or leave them to air dry. Wrap the bunches tightly in plastic wrap. Store them in the fridge for up to a month. It's an effective way to keep them fresh. Now, here's how to store chives for an entire year. Chop the dry chives into small pieces. Put them in clean, dry jars or plastic containers. Seal them well and place them in the freezer. Frozen like this, they won't lose color or flavor. Whenever you need them, just take out a portion. These methods mean you'll have fresh chives year-round, saving both time and money. Store garlic this way, and it will stay fresh and aromatic all year long. Garlic is truly gold in the kitchen. However, to prevent it from molding, sprouting, or losing its flavor, it needs to be stored properly. For the first method, use a plastic bag. Place whole garlic bulbs in the bag. Take a piece of cloth, such as a paper towel. Sprinkle a little salt in the center. Slice a raw potato and place the slices on the paper. Fold the paper into a square and tie it with a rubber band. This acts as a natural moisture absorber. Put this in the bag with the garlic, remove the air, and seal it tightly. Store it in a dry, cool place. The second method is my favorite. Separate the garlic cloves and peel them. Place them in a jar, add a teaspoon of salt and a chili pepper. Pour vinegar over it all. Close the jar, shake it, and store it in the fridge. This method not only preserves garlic, but also gives it a spicy, intense flavor. The third method uses rice. Pour rice into a tall container. Place the garlic bulbs inside and cover them with rice. The rice absorbs moisture and repels insects. This way, the garlic won't sprout or mold. Properly stored garlic gives you flavor and health for many months. One fruit will make your petunias explode with new buds and flowers. They will grow like crazy. Fertilizer made from the peel of this fruit is the #1 conditioner for petunias, but not just them. Banana peels, because that's what we're talking about, are like an elixir of youth for petunias. When you eat bananas, you peel them. The peels are usually thrown in the trash. That's a big mistake. You can reuse banana peels, so don't throw them away. The peel contains many substances that flowers love, such as potassium, phosphorus, calcium, silicic acid, and sulfur. That's what makes petunias and surfinias healthy, with beautiful green leaves and plenty of blooms. You'll also see lots of new buds forming. All you need is to make a simple fertilizer from banana peels. Take a few bananas and peel them. Put the peels into a jar. Pour warm water over them and close the jar. Let the jar sit for 1 day. The next day, take out the peels and strain the liquid. This water can now be used to water your plants. For easier application, you can also pour it into a spray bottle. Feeding your plants once a week with this is enough. Banana peel water is not only great for watering surfinias and petunias, you can also use it for other flowers and to wipe the leaves of plants like orchids. It's a versatile fertilizer.